Hey everyone, and welcome. So, you're thinking about tackling the Microsoft Azure AI Fundamentals exam, the AI-900. Well, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to crack this thing wide open and give you the ultimate guide to help you walk into that exam feeling confident. Let's get right into it. So, if you've taken a look at the official study guide, the syllabus, and you're feeling, a little bit overwhelmed, trust me, you are not alone. It covers a ton of ground, right from machine learning concepts to all the different Azure services. It can definitely feel like you're trying to climb a mountain. But hey, don't worry, that's exactly why we're here. We are going to cut through all the noise and just break it down. We're going to take a guided tour through the 5 key essential domains that Microsoft itself says you absolutely have to know. By the time we're done, you'll have a super clear roadmap of what to focus on. First up, let's talk about the big picture. This first domain is really all about getting the lay of the land. We're looking at the different kinds of tasks AI can handle on Azure, what they call workloads, and, just as important, the whole idea of using this powerful technology responsibly. Okay, so what you really need to get for the exam is how to categorize these AI tasks. Just think of them as different toolkits for different jobs. You've got computer vision, which helps AI see and understand images, natural language processing, or NLP, which helps it read and listen, knowledge mining to help it find information in massive piles of data, and of course, generative AI to help it create new things. Now, lean in for this one, because this is a huge tip for the exam. A massive part of the test is just mapping a problem to the right Azure service. So if you see a question about analyzing security camera footage, your brain should immediately scream Azure AI Vision. If the question is about writing new product descriptions, you should be thinking Azure Open AI Service. Getting this mapping down is absolutely key. And I really can't stress this enough. Responsible AI is not some side topic or a nice to have. Microsoft is serious about this, and it's a huge focus on the exam. You will definitely be tested on whether you understand the ethical principles that are supposed to guide every AI solution built on their platform. You absolutely 100% need to know these 6 principles. And don't just memorize the words. You have to understand what they mean in practice. For instance, you might get a scenario question about an AI model that denies loans to people from a certain neighborhood. That's a clear failure of the fairness principle. Or maybe a question asks how you'd explain an AI's decision to a customer. That's all about transparency. All right, let's move on to domain number 2. Now we're going to pop the hood and look at the engine that powers so many of these AI workloads, machine learning. This part is all about the fundamentals of how these systems actually learn from data. When you think about custom machine learning on Azure, the main name you need to have in your head is Azure Machine Learning, or Azure ML. The best way to think of it is as a giant, cloud-based workbench. It's got all the tools you need for the entire process, from getting your data ready all the way to deploying and managing your finished model. Okay, this concept right here, this is non-negotiable. You have to get the difference between supervised and unsupervised learning. Supervised learning is when you teach the AI with examples that already have the right answer. You show it 1,000 pictures of dogs that are labeled dog. Unsupervised learning is the opposite. You just dump a bunch of data on it and say, find something interesting in here for me, like grouping your customers into different buying patterns without telling it what to look for. And here is a magic keyword for the exam, AutoML. That's automated machine learning. If you see a question asking for the fastest or easiest way to build a pretty good model, especially for someone who isn't a data science expert, your brain should light up and think AutoML. It's the feature that does all the heavy lifting for you, trying out tons of different models and just picking the best one. Okay, moving on to one of my favorite parts, how we can actually teach our apps to see and make sense of the world around them. Let's dive into the super cool domain of computer vision on Azure. So the trick with computer vision is knowing what kind of question you're asking the AI. Are you just asking a simple question like, hey, what is this a picture of? Well, that's image classification. But if you're asking, where are all the cars in this traffic photo, that's a more specific job called object detection. And if you need to pull the text off a picture of a receipt, that's optical character recognition, or OCR. And listen, I can almost guarantee you are going to see a question that tests you on this exact distinction. Remember, classification gives you one single label for the entire image, like, this is a beach. Object detection is way more detailed. It finds multiple things and draws little boxes around them, saying, there's a person here, an umbrella here, and a dog over there. You've got to know the difference. So what you're looking at here is a quick sketch of how this stuff actually works in the real world. You don't have to memorize every single icon, but understand the pattern. Something happens, that's the event, like someone uploading a photo to blob storage. That event triggers an action, like an Azure function, and that function calls the AI service to do the actual analysis. This event-driven serverless pattern is a really big deal on Azure. Next up, we're moving from sight to sound and text. We're actually combining our final two big technical domains here, because honestly, they're so closely related. We're talking about natural language processing, which is about understanding human language, and generative AI, which is all about creating it. So, natural language processing, NLP. What is it? Well, it's basically the magic behind things we use every day, like chatbots, real-time translation apps, or when a company analyzes thousands of customer reviews. It's the branch of AI that's all about closing that communication gap between us and our computers. And hey, just like with computer vision, it's all about mapping the task to the service. You want to know if a product review is good or bad? Boom, that's sentiment analysis, and it's part of the Azure AI language service. Need to get a written transcript of a phone call? That's speech to text, handled by Azure AI Speech. This table is basically your study guide for this section. And now, we get to the hottest topic in the tech world right now, generative AI. This is where AI stops just analyzing stuff that already exists and starts creating brand new, original things. You give it a simple prompt in plain English, and it can write a poem, generate a photorealistic image, or even write a piece of software for you. This is where things get really wild. Okay, here's the rule for the exam. It's simple. If you see the words generative AI in a question, you think Azure OpenAI Service, period. If a question mentions creating new emails, summarizing documents, or using models like GPT, the answer is Azure OpenAI Service. It's a direct link you just have to burn into your memory. All right, we have made it through the 5 core domains. We've covered a ton of information, from high-level concepts to specific Azure services. So let's pull it all together and do one final rapid-fire checklist just to make sure everything is locked in your brain. Think of this as your final study plan. Can you explain the main AI workloads and those 6 principles of responsible AI? Do you have a solid handle on supervised versus unsupervised learning? Can you tell the difference between image classification and object detection? For NLP, can you match tasks to services? And finally, do you know that generative AI means Azure OpenAI Service? If you can nod your head to all of those, you are in great shape. Look, passing this exam is awesome. It's a fantastic achievement and a great step. But really, it's just the beginning, right? The goal isn't just to get the piece of paper. It's about what you can do with this incredible knowledge. So the real question I want to leave you with is, now that you know what's possible with Azure AI, what amazing thing are you going to build? Good luck on your exam. You've got this.